Hey guys, Drifter here, and welcome to Team Seas. Over the course of my short life, I've had the privilege of swimming with and petting wild stingrays, exploring natural coral reefs, and even helping to launch a juvenile sea turtle back into the ocean so that it can help repopulate its species. More than just that, however, I've enjoyed the innumerable foods and bounty that the ocean provides, and I live in one of the many ecosystems the ocean helps support. It's basically the biggest and most important ecosystem on the entire planet. As a matter of fact, it takes up most of the planet. However, our oceans are in dire condition. Among many problems that we have right now, one of the biggest ones is that there's just too much trash in the ocean. Irresponsible people are just dumping their garbage into the ocean. We've been doing this for hundreds of years, but it's starting to add up, especially when it comes to plastics. As a matter of fact, right now there's a garbage patch in the Pacific Ocean that's significantly larger than the size of Texas. A ton of fish that we catch have microplastics in them. Human beings are born with microplastics in them. All sorts of animals are dying of plastic pollution and waste in the ocean. I've got a whole video in the description that you can click on if you want to learn more about the damage this causes, but we're trying to keep this video a little more positive and less doom and gloom. So, here comes Mr. Beast. You may remember Team Trees, where they planted God only knows how many bajillions of trees. Well, this time, they want to do Team Seas, because the ocean is extremely important, just as important, if not more important, to the survival of humanity than the land itself. Mr. Beast wants to remove 30 million pounds of trash from the ocean, and in order to do this, he set up a partnership with the Ocean Conservancy and the Ocean Cleanup, to where the money is going to fund automated machines that will remove garbage from the ocean from the most polluted areas of the ocean, and the economics work out to where essentially $1 donated is 1 pound of garbage removed. Of my own money, I've spent $1,000 on this. I know that probably seems like small potatoes compared to how a lot of you guys think about YouTubers, but to be honest, I don't make Mr. Beast levels of money. That's quite a lot for me, and for this video, I'm donating $1,000 and I'm putting my money where my mouth is. As a matter of fact, that's probably twice the amount of money that I've spent on things for myself over the course of this entire year. So I really, really want the oceans clean. If you want more details about this, where your money's going, what it's doing, I highly encourage you to click one of several links in the description so that you can learn more. But the short version is, I want to help reach this 30 million goal. I want to help clean up the ocean, and I encourage all of you to help as well with as little or as much as you can depending on your financial situation. And if you can't, hey, that's okay too. We're all going to try to clean up the world and make it better for you. It's also very important to take a look at the numbers behind this program, address some of its inevitable criticism and detractors, and let you know why I'm supporting it, even though it's going to clean up a lot less than the total amount of garbage in our ocean. Every year, we dump 17.6 billion pounds of garbage into the ocean. So if Mr. Beast and Team Seas reach their goal, then that's going to remove 0.0017% of our annual ocean trash dump. If you don't want to sleep tonight, you can go ahead and look up the total amount of trash in the ocean. The total amount of trash in the ocean is somewhere a little bit over 5 trillion pounds of garbage. So for this campaign to clean all of it, well, we would need $5 trillion. So that seems kind of dire. That seems like it's not helping so much. Maybe this is more of a feel-good thing. Maybe this is a little bit more of a scam. And many of you on this channel may remember the very doom and gloom environmental video that I made a couple of months back that was primarily about ocean pollution. I linked that one down there below so that we don't have to go over like all the really depressing ocean facts in order to kind of pitch you with this one. I would encourage you to check it out. But a great number of you said that I embraced a doomer mentality, that this does nothing, that does nothing, that nothing does nothing, that we can't save it, that we're definitely going to die. And I realized that is one of the fairest criticisms of anything that I had to say in that video. And my general non-conspiratorial belief is that the powers that be, almost all of them, don't want us to have hope. They don't want us to think or know that we can affect change, that we can clean up the oceans, and that we can do something about it outside of the corporate system and these silly little recycling things we do at home. And it's my personal belief that if this campaign is successful, if we can show that literally YouTubers, which is like kids, which is like the smallest of the small of the celebrities, the most organic thing you can possibly do, can band together and raise money to clean 30 million pounds of garbage out of the ocean, even at a small scale, it demonstrates that it can be done on a large scale. It demonstrates that the rest of the world has the money and the resources to do this properly at the right scale, even with the same level novel of economics of $1 is one pound of garbage removed. On top of that, it also shows the entire world what people really want from the environment, not what they're seeing on TV, not what a news anchor talking point has for them, but what they would do with their own resources. Because at least in the Western world, you vote with your dollar. What you spend your money on is essentially a vote in a certain kind of way. And you can also hope with your dollars, because when you spend your money, you hope that whatever you're spending it on does something good, usually for you. Does this food taste good? Is this the house I want to live in? Is this something I want? Is this investment going to do well? And in this case, what you're essentially investing in is the future itself. You're investing in a greener, cleaner, better future for humanity, and your dollars could very well inspire hope for the rest of us and set up a more fundamental program that could, in theory, and with the right amount of dollars, clean up the entire ocean. So I'm going to put my money in because I believe in this and I want to show the world that we care. And by we, I mean me and you and everybody watching this video, all the gamers and streamers and TikTokers and people across YouTube and social media, that we can all come together and do something great. And that's something I want to be a part of, and that's something that I would always support. So I'm putting my $1,000 in. Hopefully some of you have a few dollars to spare for this program. All of the links to all the stuff I talked about are down there below in the description. I'd highly encourage you to check it out. Drifter out.